Alrighty, and welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars Tales of the Empire, which was created by Dave Filoni and was an animated anthology series consisting of 6 short episodes, which were all released on May 4th, 2024, which the series is similar to the Tales of the Jedi series, which came out in 2022, and so this Tales of the Empire follows the same structure as that series did, which I enjoyed the 6 shorts in this series, which the first 3 followed the character Morgan Elsbeth, who we saw in The Mandalorian and Ahsoka, but then the final 3 follow Barriss Offee, who we saw mainly in the Clone Wars, but does appear as a background character in Attack of the Clones. But I'd say I liked the Barriss ones a little more, mainly just because I was more surprised by them and just more invested in her story, as we didn't know where it was going. Where the ones with Morgan were more about fleshing her character out and giving her more backstory. And so the shorts of her were just a little more straightforward. Pretty much knew what was going to happen and whatnot. But, I still enjoyed them. I still liked learning more about her character and whatnot. And I enjoyed the little arc we see her character go on as we see her go down a path of fear, anger, and hate, which the titles of the episodes are The Path of Fear, The Path of Anger, and The Path of Hate. So I enjoyed that arc as, in the first episode we see General Grievous destroy her home on Dathomir. And then in the final episode, we see her destroying the home of others on the world Corvus. But some other things in her episodes, I quite enjoyed the few scenes with Grievous. Definitely tapping into the Grievous we saw in the Tartakovsky 2D Clone Wars. So just a lot more menacing. So I thought it was cool seeing him more like that again. But, he has a very brief moment in the episode. In fact, if you watch the trailer, I think every moment he's really in is in the trailer. So I will say that did disappoint me a little bit. And honestly, going off of the trailer, a lot of the stuff with Morgan is in the trailer. So I do think the trailer reveals a little too much for the stuff with Morgan. Kind of left more of the surprises for the stuff with Barriss. So that's probably another reason why I just was a little more surprised by the stories with Barriss. But I also enjoyed the stuff with Thrawn. I liked seeing Captain Pellaeon in that episode, which Pellaeon is voiced by Xander Berkeley, who played the character briefly in The Mandalorian Season 3, and I assume will end up playing the character more in a future live-action series, which in canon stories, he's really only appeared in the novel Thrawn Treason, which was the 3rd canon Thrawn novel. But we see him test Morgan to see if she's worth Thrawn's time, as they both send Rook after Elsbeth, which was kind of nice to see Rook again. But then the final episode with Morgan is actually set during the New Republic era, as a New Republic officer who I guess used to live on Corvus comes back and, tries to arrest Morgan, but Morgan fights back, which is probably my least favorite episode of the bunch. But I thought it was a good end to the arc Morgan kind of has in the 3 episodes, just seeing how much she's fallen to destroy the world of someone else, as all the anger she has is because of her world being destroyed. But like I said, the Barriss shorts were the ones I was the most into, as we just finally get to see what happened to her, and we do get some closure to her story. It is left a little vague, but I do kind of like that. But I also really liked the journey we see her go on, which is kind of the opposite of Morgan, as in the first short we see her in a darker place, and then throughout the 3 shorts we see her regrow her connection with the light side. But a character I was very surprised to be really the standout character for me was the 4th sister, who originally appeared in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, which she really doesn't do much in that series. Is this more kind of a background extra inquisitor. But these 3 shorts really flesh her character out more and just kind of make her more of a character, as the 3 Barris shorts are just as much about her as they are about Barris. And so I thought that was really the biggest standout thing to me from all 6 shorts was the arc we see the 4th sister go on. But also in the Barris shorts, the first one, I enjoyed the moments with the Grand Inquisitor. We do see Vader, but very briefly, and he actually doesn't have any dialogue, which I would have liked a scene between Vader and Barris speaking with each other, but I'm honestly fine without it. I enjoyed everything else from the next 2 shorts and that short, so yeah. But to talk about some other stuff, obviously the score I thought was once again great from the Kiners, who've obviously done a bunch of the other animated stuff, and Ahsoka also. And the visuals were once again great, which since the Clone Wars Season 7, all the animated stuff has just used that style of animation, and so they've just been improving upon it each new animated season with, like I said, the Clone Wars Season 7, but then all 3 seasons of The Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, and now this series, which has some of the best visuals in the Star Wars animation series. And I'm just impressed how each time they just continue to make the visuals even better. But speaking of visuals, the 4th episode, which was the first Barris one, for some reason it was glitched out on the Disney Plus app. It was very oversaturated for some reason, which I guess it was because of when you're watching it with a HDR 4K display, it was acting like that. But then I watched it on my computer on a 1080p display, and it was fine. So that was weird. I assume they'll fix that, because at first, because the opening scene is very red, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then it cut to a logo. I'm like, this is weird looking, because at first I thought it just was an actual just visual creative decision, but obviously it wasn't. But that's really all I have to say about the episodes. Obviously, to compare it to the Tales of the Jedi shorts, I'd say I liked obviously the Dooku shorts from Tales of the Jedi way more than the shorts in this series. But I compare them more to the Ahsoka shorts. I enjoyed them about the same as those ones. Obviously, I wish I was into these shorts like I was the Dooku shorts, but those Dooku shorts have been some of my favorite Star Wars stories from just the past few years, so that is something that is kind of hard to beat. But I still really enjoyed the 6 new shorts, as they added and expanded on characters I've wanted to get more from. And that's really the point of these shorts, is to add more to certain characters. But now that's everything I have to say. My grade, I'm going to give it a B+, but I will be doing individual episode reviews, diving more into each one of them, probably throughout the next couple months. I don't know when I'll do all of them. Hopefully I can get them all done this month, as long as I'm not lazy. But anyways, you could check those out then. But in the meantime, you could check out my reviews I did for the Tales of the Jedi shorts and all my other videos. But I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Mercy only breeds defeat. But I will help you overcome this weakness. Attack!
You said the Empire would help to change things.
Everything comes